In this video lecture, we are going to discuss tangent of the parabola and its properties. Equation of the tangent to the parabola y square equal to 4ax at x1 y1 is s1 equal to 0. To write s1, we will write y1 in place of y square, 1 by 2 into x plus x1 in place of x. Then s1 becomes y1 equal to 4a into 1 by 2 into x plus x1, 4a by 2 2a, so 2a into x plus x1. This is the tangent of the parabola y square equal to 4ax at x1 y1. Now we are finding equation of the tangent to the parabola at at square comma 2ad. To get the tangent equation at this point, we know tangent at x1 y1, that is y1 equal to 2a into x plus x1. We want tangent at at square comma 2at. To get the tangent, write at square in place of x1, 2at in place of y1. Then it becomes y into 2at equal to 2a into x plus at square. Both sides 2a cancel. Then we will get yt equal to x plus at square. This is the tangent to the parabola y square equal to 4ax at at square comma 2at. That's why at square comma 2at is the point of contact of the tangent yt equal to x plus at square. Now we are finding equation of tangent to the parabola whose slope m. So we are finding tangent equation in terms of m, in terms of slope m. It is also tangent equation. Its slope is, to get its slope, write this equation in the form of y equal to mx plus c. For that, divide this equation by t. Then it becomes y equal to 1 by dx plus at. Then it will be in the form of y equal to mx plus c. In place of m, what is there? 1 by d is there. So its slope is 1 by d. Or we can write in a different way also. Bring yt to right side and slope of line is equal to minus of x quotient by y quotient also. That is also one method to find slope. Okay. So m equal to 1 by d. So if m equal to 1 by d, then it becomes t becomes 1 by m. So t equal to 1 by m. In this equation, substitute t value 1 by m. Then this equation becomes y equal to mx plus a by m. So equation of the tangent to the parabola y square equal to 4ax having slope m is y equal to mx plus a by m. To find the point of contact, in this point also put t equal to 1 by m, then point of contact becomes a by m square comma 2a by m. Now if y equal to mx plus c is a tangent to the parabola, then what is the value of c? Y equal to mx plus c is a line having slope m, and it is given that it is a tangent. So slope m and it is a tangent. We know that tangent to the parabola having slope m is y equal to mx plus a by m. Now compare this and this, then c value becomes a by m. If lx plus my plus n equal to 0 is a tangent to the parabola, then what is the condition and what is the point of contact? Write lx plus my plus n equal to 0 in the form of y equal to mx plus c. For that, bring lx and n to right side, then my equal to minus lx minus n, divide by m, then y equal to minus l by mx plus minus n by m. It is in the form of y equal to mx plus c. If y equal to mx plus c is a tangent to the parabola, then c equal to a by m. In place of c, what is there? Minus n by m is there. Minus n by m. In place of a is there. Parabola didn't change. Parabola y square equal to 4ax only. So a value won't change. In place of m, y equal to mx plus c. In place of m, what is there? Minus l by m is there. Right? Minus l by m in place of m. Then minus both sides cancel. N by m equal to this m, this denominator m goes to numerator, am by l. Do cross multiplication, am square equal to ln. So tangent condition for the line Lx plus My plus N equal to 0 is am square equal to ln, and point of contact is for y equal to mx plus c or y equal to mx plus a by m, point of contact is a by m square comma 2a by m. In this point also substitute m value is minus l by m. So a by m square, l square by m square, 2a by l minus l by m. This m square go to numerator, so we will get am square by l square minus 2am by l. But from the tangent condition, am square equal to ln. In place of am square, write ln by l square minus comma minus 2am by l. One l cancel, then we get n by l comma minus 2am by l. So lx plus my plus n equal to 0 if it is a tangent. Point of contact is n by l comma minus 2am by l. Let us see one problem. Parabola y square equal to 4x and the circle having its center at 6, 5 intersect at right angle. Possible point of intersection of these two curves. Point of intersection of these two curves you have to find. Assume their point of intersection is P. Point of intersection of circle and parabola is P. P is point of intersection means P lies on both circle and parabola. P lies on parabola also. So any point on the parabola is in the form at square comma 2ad, but parabola y square equal to 4ax. So 4a equal to 4, a equal to 1. Then at square comma 2ad becomes t square comma 2t. Suppose they intersect at this point. Now I am finding equation of tangent to the parabola at at square comma 2ad. We know formula yt equal to x plus at square. Because a equal to 1, it becomes yt equal to x plus t square. It is tangent to the parabola at P. When two curves cut orthogonally, tangent to one parabola is normal to the tangent to one curve is normal to the other curve. So tangent to parabola is becomes normal to circle. So this is normal to circle. Every normal of circle passes through its center. Center of the circle is given, that is 6, 5. So this line passes through 6, 5. Substitute 6, 5 in this equation. Then it becomes t square minus 5t plus 6 equal to 0. That is equal to, that implies t minus 2 into t minus 3 equal to 0. We will get t equal to 2 and 3. Substitute t 2 and 3 in the point t square comma 2t. Then we will get points of intersection of circle and parabola where they intersect orthogonally. Please subscribe my channel, like this video and share it to others who need it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now properties. First property, point of intersection of tangents to the parabola at t1 and t2 is t1 means at1 square comma 2at1, t2 means at2 square comma 2at2. So draw tangents at these 2 points. We are going to show their point of intersection is at1 t2 comma a into t1 plus t2. We know equation of the tangent to the parabola at t, that is yt equal to x plus at square. Equation of tangent to the parabola at t1 is, write t1 in place of t, then it becomes yt1 equal to x plus at1 square. In the same way, equation of tangent to the parabola at t2 is yt2 equal to x plus at2 square. We are going to find their point of intersection. Point of intersection will come by solving these 2 equations. Subtract second equation from first equation. Then we get y into t1 minus t2 equal to a into t1 square minus t2 square. Y into t1 minus t2 equal to a square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b. A into t1 minus t2 into t1 plus t2. t1 minus t2 both sides cancel. So y equal to a into t1 plus t2. Now take first equation, yt1 equal to x plus at1 square. In place of y, write a into t1 plus t2. A into t1 plus t2 into t1 equal to x plus at1 square. Expand this, at1 square plus at1 t2 equal to x plus at1 square. at1 square cancel, x equal to at1 t2, and we already got y value. So their point of intersection is a t1 t2 comma a into t1 plus t2. Now let us see the relation between coordinates of p and q and coordinates of t. Geometric mean of x coordinates of p and q is x coordinate of t. X coordinate of p is 81 square. X coordinate of q is 82 square. Geometric mean of two numbers a and b is root ab. So these 2 points x coordinates geometric mean is root of 81 square into 82 square, that is equal to a into t1 t2, that is x coordinate of t. Arithmetic mean of y coordinates of p and q is y coordinate of t. Y coordinate of p is 281, y coordinate of q is 282. Arithmetic mean of a and b is a plus b by 2. So arithmetic mean of y coordinates of p and q is 281 plus 282 by 2, that is equal to a into t1 plus t2, that is equal to y coordinate of t. Next property, locus of the foot of the perpendicular from focus upon any tangent is tangent at vertex. Take a point P 80 square comma 280 on the parabola. Now we know equation of tangent to the parabola y square equal 4x at 80 square comma 280, that is yt equal to x plus 80 square. Suppose this tangent meets y-axis at q. On y-axis x coordinate is 0, so x equal 0, put x equal 0 in this equation, then yt equal to 80 square, y equal to 80, therefore q equal to 0 comma 80. Now I am going to prove SQ perpendicular to PQ. If SQ perpendicular to PQ, Q will be foot of the perpendicular from focus to tangent. Already we know Q lies on y-axis. So from this we will get foot of the perpendicular from focus to tangent lies on y-axis. So how to prove SQ perpendicular to PQ? If product of the slopes is -1, they are perpendicular. For that I am finding product of the slopes of PQ and SQ. PQ slope of the line is, if we know 2 points on the line, slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So slope of PQ is 280 minus 80 by 80 square minus 0. Slope of SQ, S is a comma 0. So 80 minus 0 by 0 minus a. So this is numerator is 80 by 80 square. Here it is 80 by minus a. So numerator is a square t square, denominator is minus a square t square, so minus 1. Therefore what we got, SQ is perpendicular to PQ. So if SQ perpendicular to PQ, Q is foot of the perpendicular from S to PQ. So and this Q lies on y-axis, therefore foot of the perpendicular from focus to tangent lies on y-axis. Not only this foot of the perpendicular, if you take any tangent to the parabola, foot of the perpendicular from focus to the tangent lies on y-axis, means all the foot of the perpendiculars from focus to tangents lies on y-axis. Therefore locus of the foot of the perpendicular is y-axis. Y-axis means tangent at vertex. Now image of focus with respect to any tangent lies on the directrix. Now just before we proved foot lies on y-axis, now we have to prove image lies on directrix. Now take a point R on SQ such that Q is midpoint of SR. If Q is midpoint of SR, definitely R is image of S with respect to tangent. And if we prove R lies on directrix, then image lies on directrix. So we know S and Q, we have to find R. So because we know 2 points, we can easily find third point because midpoint of SR is Q. Assume R equal to H comma K, find midpoint of SR and equate it to Q, then R point will come. So R equal to minus A comma 280, because its x coordinate is minus A, this point lies on x equal to equation x equal minus a, which is the directrix. Now, image of focus with respect to tangent lies on directrix. Not only this image of focus with respect to any tangent lies on directrix. So all the images lies on directrix. That's why locus of the image of focus with respect to tangent is directrix. Now let us see one problem. Two tangents of the parabola are x minus y equal 0 and x plus y equal 0. If 2, 3 is the focus of the parabola, then equation of tangent at vertex. Just now we proved foot of the perpendicular from focus to tangent lies on tangent at vertex. Let A be the foot of the perpendicular from focus 2, 3 to x minus y equal 0, and B is the foot of the perpendicular from 2, 3 to tangent x plus y equal 0. From the previous property, both A and B lies on tangent at vertex. Because 2 points lies on tangent at vertex, AB is nothing but tangent at vertex. So first we find AB coordinates, then find equation of AB, then it becomes equation of tangent at vertex. Now to find A and B, suppose A is the foot of the perpendicular. Here A is the foot of the perpendicular from 2, 3 to x minus y equal 0. We know one formula. If HK is the foot of the perpendicular from x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c equal 0, then formula is h minus x1 by a equal to k minus y1 by b equal to minus of ax1 plus by1 plus c by a square plus b square. By using this formula, we know x1 y1 is 2, 3, ax plus by plus c equal 0 is x minus y equal 0. So we can find hk by using this formula. Then if you apply this formula for these values, hk becomes 5 by 2 comma 5 by 2, that is A. Similarly, B is the foot of the perpendicular from 2, 3 to x plus y equal 0. Then B becomes, by applying same formula, B becomes minus 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. So we got A and B. We can easily find equation of AB. So AB equation is this one. Next property, portion of the tangent between the point of contact and directrix subtends right angle at the focus. Take a point 80 square comma 280 on the parabola. Draw tangent at P. Suppose it meets directrix at Q. Now we are going to show PQ, portion of the tangent between the point of contact and directrix means PQ. This part subtends right angle at focus, means we have to prove PQ subtends right angle at S, means we have to prove angle PSQ 90. Angle PSQ 90 if slope of PS and product of the slopes of PS and SQ is minus 1. Now equation of tangent at P is yt equal to x plus at square. Suppose it meets directrix at Q. On the directrix equation is x equal to minus a. So at Q, x equal minus a. On the line x equal minus a, at every point x coordinate is minus a. So at Q also x coordinate is minus a. Put x equal minus a in this equation. Then yt equal to at square minus a, y equal to at square minus a by t. So x is minus a, y is this. So we got Q. Now find slope of SP and slope of SQ, multiply them. So this is slope of SP, this is slope of SQ. If their product becomes minus 1, therefore SP is perpendicular to SQ, therefore angle S is 90. So this portion subtends right angle at the focus. Now next property, tangents at the extremities of focal chord of the parabola are perpendicular and intersect on directrix. Suppose T1, T2 are the ends of the focal chord. We know in the previous video I told you, if T1, T2 are the ends of the focal chord, then T1, T2 equal to minus 1, and equations of the tangents to the parabola at T1 and T2 are yt1 equal to x plus at1 square, yt2 equal to x plus at2 square. Its slope is, if you divide by T1, it will convert into the form y equal to mx plus c. In place of m, we will get 1 by T1. In the same way, second line slope is 1 by t2. Product of their slopes is 1 by t1 into 1 by t2, 1 by t1 t2, t1 t2 equal to minus 1, 1 by minus 1 equal to minus 1. Because product of slopes is minus 1, they are perpendicular. Tangents are perpendicular. And we know point of intersection of tangents at t1 t2 is a t1 t2 comma a into t1 plus t2. Because t1 t2 equal to minus 1, this point becomes x coordinate becomes minus a. If x coordinate is minus a, this point lies on the line x equal to minus a, which is directrix. Therefore, point of intersection of tangents at the ends of the focal chord intersect on directrix, and also they are perpendicular. Now, let us see one problem. Prove that the line joining are the center and centroid of a triangle formed by focal chord of a parabola and tangents drawn at its extremities is parallel to axis of the parabola. Take t1 and t2 on the parabola p 81 square comma 281, q 82 square comma 282. pq is the focal chord. Because pq is the focal chord, tangents at p and q are perpendicular. So suppose r is point of intersection of tangents at p and q, angle r is 90. So PRQ is right angle triangle. We know in a right angle triangle, orthocenter is vertex of right angle. So r is the orthocenter and r is the point of intersection of tangents at t1 t2. Therefore r equal to, we know this point of intersection a t1 t2 a into t1 plus t2. Now let us take G is the center of triangle PQR. I am finding only y coordinate of z. Y coordinate of centroid is y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, 281 plus 282 plus 81 plus 82 by 3. We will get a into t1 plus t2. Now see, r y coordinate, z y coordinate same. So slope of r z is 0. y2 minus y1 0. Because y1 equal to y2, slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Because y1 equal to y2, y2 minus y1 0, slope is 0. So slope is 0 means RG parallel to x-axis. So line joining orthocenter and centroid is parallel to axis of the parabola. Now one more problem. Angle between tangents to the parabola at the points where it intersects with the line x minus y minus a equal to 0. So x minus y minus a equal to 0 intersects the parabola at 2 points. You have to draw tangents at those endpoints, at those 2 points. What is the angle between those 2 tangents? See, focus of the parabola is a comma 0. This line passing through a comma 0 or a comma 0 satisfies this equation. Put a comma 0 in this, a minus 0 minus a equal to 0. So a comma 0 lies on this line means focus lies on this line. That means it is a focal chord. So tangents drawn at the angle, what he is asking, angle between the tangents at the ends of the focal chord. We know tangents at the ends of the focal chord are perpendicular. Therefore angle between them is pi by 2. Next property, if tangents at p and q intersect at t and r is the midpoint of pq, then rt is parallel to axis of the parabola. Suppose p equal to 81 square comma 281, q equal to 82 square comma 282, be 2 points on the parabola. Tangents at p and q, suppose they intersect at t. We know point of intersection of tangents at t1 and t2, that is a t1 t2 comma a into t1 plus t2. We got t. What is r? R is midpoint of pq. Midpoint of pq 81 square plus 82 square by 2, 281 plus 282 by 2, 2 to cancel, a into t1 plus t2. Now see, both r and t have same y coordinates. Y coordinate is constant. So y coordinate is constant means it is parallel to x-axis or axis of the parabola. Or y1 equal to y2. So slope is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 equal to y1 means y2 minus y1 is 0. Slope 0 means parallel to axis of the parabola or x-axis. Next problem. A parabola touches the x-axis. A variable parabola touches the x-axis and y-axis at 1 0 and 0 1. Then locus of the focus of the parabola is parabola touches x-axis at 1 0, y-axis at 0 1. So x-axis is one tangent, y-axis also one tangent. So we know x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular. So these two are perpendicular tangents. We know perpendicular tangents intersect on directrix. These two tangents, x-axis and y-axis, intersect at origin. So their point of intersection origin lies on directrix. Means directrix is passing through origin. So any line passing through origin in the form of y equal mx or mx minus y equal 0. So directrix equation is mx minus y equal 0. And parabola touches x-axis at 1 0 means 1 0 point of contact. So 1 0 lies on the parabola. In the same way 0 1 also lies on the parabola. Any point on the parabola equidistant from focus and directrix. So distance between 1 0 to h comma k is equal to distance between perpendicular distance from 1 0 to directrix mx minus y equal 0. So distance between 1 0 and h comma k is root of h minus 1 whole square plus k square equal to perpendicular distance from 1 0 to mx minus y equal 0, that is modulus of m by root of m square plus 1. In the same way, distance between 0 1 and h comma k, that is root of h square plus k minus 1 whole square equal to perpendicular distance from 0 1 to mx minus y equal 0, that is 1 by root of m square plus 1. Here m is a variable or m is a parameter. We have to eliminate m. To eliminate m, squaring and adding, then we will get h minus 1 whole square plus k square. Left hand side sum of the squares is this plus h square plus k minus 1 whole square. Right hand side sum of the squares is m square by m square plus 1 plus 1 by m square plus 1. Both have same denominator. So LCM m square plus 1, numerator also m square plus 1 equal to 1. Now this gives 2h square plus 2k square minus 2h minus 2k plus 1 equal to 0. So we have to write locus of hk, replace hk by xy, then we will get this equation. So this is the locus of the focus.